Obviously, if all these slut walks are coming out everywhere around the globe, it's for a reason, because there's a need to end victim blaming. It's so common, so penetrated in people's minds that people completely undermine the perpetrator's, motives and his role in a rape incident. Men have a large role in being part of ending rape culture, ending rape, and ending all forms of sexual assault. Victim blaming has to end.
Well, I'm one of the main organizers of Slutwalk, and I'm part of Feminist Today, which is a club on campus at Riverside Community College, where I was created because of the Toronto representative statement saying how women shouldn't dress like sluts if they don't want to be victimized, and I just thought, wow, that's such a ignorant thing to say, and it's funny because it's how so much of society, so much of society thinks, and I think we just need to start changing that, and this is just one step to do that.
There's a police that said the way girls can avoid being sexually assaulted is by not dressing like sluts. And slut is not a fashion. I understand why it's called Slutwalk, because it's a whole bunch of sluts, girls that have been are victim blamed and slut bashed and getting together and fighting back.
I'm actually a queer identified, so I've been involved with LGBT issues and stuff like that. And I saw a correlation. I feel that we live in a heteropatriarchal society that really supports the male domination over subordinating women. Queer men who are survivors, I feel like the resources are lacking.
A lot of people have been criticizing the organizers of Slutwalk Toronto, saying that they weren't inclusive of women of color. How do you feel about this criticism?
I think they intentionally did it. But if anything, it's just an excuse for us women of color to go out and speak out for other women and invite other women of color to our events.
Has Riverside done anything specific to address those criticisms before organizing this event?
Gloria posted up a blog about it, talking about how, criticizing Toronto and other slutwalks for not including women of color, and we've extended a special invitation to women of color and members of the LGBT community and trans. So I guess this is our little thing, just sending a special invitation out and trying to include. We've created our pamphlets or our handouts to be both in Spanish and English, since Riverside has a lot of Spanish communities.
Basically, I'm here because I'm tired of living in a society that teaches don't get raped instead of don't rape, and I want to change that. I think, unfortunately, rape, it applies to everyone, and a victim is a victim regardless.
And what about the word slut? There's been a lot of hubbub about this word and reclaiming it. How do you feel about that?
Honestly, I think that people are focusing too much on what that word means when really the important thing is what's happening and why it's happening.
Well, I actually set up the protest. I heard about it in Toronto, and I thought that was just awesome. I go to Valley View High School, and I'm 17. I'm a junior.
Do you think that it's important that men are involved in this movement?
Yes, definitely. It can't just be a home of girls. We need men.
And what do you hope, if you had any outcome from Slutwalk, what do you hope that you are accomplishing?
To educate people about rape culture and to end it eventually.
We live in a society that says, well, she deserved it, instead of saying, well, he's an asshole.